Rest is cute. It's 2021, guys. We don't have to, this hustle and grind, Jay-Z Twitter lifestyle doesn't have to be lived anymore. It's okay. You can rest. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're good, hope you're well. I'm Chrissie Milan, nice to meet you. If we haven't met yet, Happy New Year, Happy 2021. How are you guys doing? I feel like I haven't been on the internet in like forever because I kind of like just kept it chilled over Christmas and I didn't want to rush too much into the new year because we're moving at our own pace. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to have a productive 2021, and it's not like this isn't like a tough love video. It's actual tips that have helped me and that I've kind of shaped my own productive routine. And I know there's certain things that don't work for me and certain things that do work for me. And it's so easy to read stuff online and be like, oh, I need to be like this person. I need to be as productive as that person. But I've found the right balance between my own productivity and just resting. And I wanted to share that with you in case it's of any help. Anyways, if you like what you're hearing so far, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Chrissie Milan for like more stuff like this. And also, specifically on stuff like this with like productivity and self-development, don't forget to check out my podcast, the CEO Table podcast. So, being productive. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is there is a big importance for me on making lists. Like, if I don't make a list of all the things I need to do the night before, the next day, then the day that I need to do it is going to be like a whole mess. I'm going to be flustered. I'm going to be trying to think of what to do first. It's just going to be a mess. Make your lists in time blocks. I find that's very helpful because then you know exactly kind of how long you need to spend on something. And it means that you don't give yourself a realistic like amount of time to do the things that actually need to be done. And then with that as well, make sure you know, like have a priority of how things need to be done. So you kind of have like a timeline, because then you know like the priority needs to be done in, whether it be for the week, for the month, for the day, you know exactly when things need to be done by, so you can prioritize that way. So for example, if you need to do something by Wednesday, then that's going to be higher up on your list as opposed to something that needs to be done by the end of the month. So if you can list things out, it kind of helps you visualize your time better than just being like, I need to do my laundry, run 10K, bake bread, and do my hair. And then you kind of don't really feel like you have a grasp on everything that you need to do. So lists, make them. Number 2, when I need to like deep focus and I'm not in the mood to deep focus, I just need to put my headphones in and literally for like, how long? Let's say like I just need to put my headphones in and I can keep going for about 3 hours. Like music or just like personally, I love listening to jazz music, instrumental music, or just, you know, that vibey like chill R&B mix. I love listening to those when I need to focus, and I just put my headphones in because they don't have too much lyrics that are kind of going to throw you off or make you feel flustered or just overwhelmed. It's just like a low vibe and it's playing and you can kind of get everything that needs to be done. Like it just puts you in a zone and keeps you there. So I 100% recommend headphones. Obviously it's not always needed. Sometimes I prefer working without music, but it's just like there's those times when I have to meet a deadline and I'm way behind, and if I put my headphones in, I can just go. So I always recommend listening to something. Whether you could also listen to something that's like a podcast that you find helps you focus, that's inspiring, whatever it may be. Sometimes YouTube videos alone, like just watching YouTube videos of different things, helps me focus. So find what your vibe is, what your music is, whatever wavelength that you're on, and work with that, because it can be so helpful to kind of just zone out the environment around you. And also when I'm watching YouTube videos, I tend not to be distracted by things on my phone because I'm so like engrossed in listening to the video that I don't want to click off or like scroll on Instagram or text my friends back or whatever it may be. So I can type and just watch that video alone. I find that helpful sometimes. You might not, you might prefer silence. Just find whatever your vibe is and stick to that. Then, okay, so everyone always says when I listen to these like productive videos to start with the hardest task because then it's out the way, right? But personally, if I start with the hardest task, I'm going to feel accomplished after that task is done, which means I won't want to do anything else after. And because it was so hard, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm tired now. What I like to do is I like to start with the most fun task, because then I'm like, wow, work is so fun. Let me keep going. Type. I just find that when I start with something fun, it puts me more in the mood to do whatever is next. Guys, one of my #1 tips and what my entire channel is based on is wear something cute. if I'm wearing something cute, I feel so much more productive than when I'm just like messy bun, sweatpants, on matte socks, and like a crushed shirt. Do you know what helps even more? I'm going on a tangent here, but wearing a bra, wearing a sports bra, that's what makes me the most productive, a sports bra. Anyways, but just wearing something cute or wearing something that makes you feel like more presentable, more ready for anything, more put together. I specifically, as I said, a sports bra, but like tight clothes or workout clothes puts me in a whole different zone, and I will be the most productive when I'm wearing like something that's super, like a matching gym set. I love doing that. So yeah, I'd say wear something cute. It doesn't have to be a gym set. That's just my personal preference. Number 6. Okay, I would say it's so important to know what your end goal is. I think sometimes we do things and we don't know why we're doing them, which means that we're unmotivated. We don't feel like doing it. We're procrastinating. But when you know the real reason why you're doing something, it can bring a new joy to it, or a new appreciation for it, or there's a whole new understanding. Like, you might not like doing something in the moment, but if you know that it's for a greater reason or a greater purpose or for something more important, then you're more likely to continue doing it because you know that that end goal or that reason why is keeping you going. Tip number 7. I find working in, I wouldn't say sporadic bursts, but working in moments, I don't know what the right word is for it, but working in moments really helps. So if I have a whole day of things to do, I have to split that up. So for example, I might spend 2 hours or 3 hours doing one thing, then I'll pause, or maybe spend an hour and a half doing one thing, then I'll pause, just so you don't end up burning out. Because sometimes it's really unrealistic to think that, for example, if you have an essay to write, not that I have any of those to write ever, you might say, oh, I'm gonna do this from 10 to 6 p.m. And then you find that after 2 hours, you're losing focus. So then you give up for the rest of the day. But if you take into account that time for, you know, taking breaks and just working in bursts and say, okay, all I have to do is get through the next 2 hours, then I can breathe. Now, all I have to do is get through the next 2 hours and then I can breathe. And sometimes you might even plan it out like that. Then you end up working for the entire day, which is great. But just take into consideration that you might not feel like doing it for that long, and that's perfectly fine. We're not supposed to focus for longer than like 2 hours at a time, I think, in some scientific sense. I don't know, I read that somewhere. But yeah, work in bursts and see if that works for you. Tip number 8. Okay, in a world of online productivity and a productivity Olympics where everyone feels like they have to talk about how much they did today or how productive they were, it's easy to feel like you are not doing enough, or that you have to run this race to keep up with everyone. And in all honesty, the only person that you have to keep up with is yourself. Don't ever feel like because everyone else seems like they're doing so much, you have to be doing so much as well. Rest is important. Like, working 24 hours isn't cute. Working 7 days a week isn't cute, like all the time, or being switched on all the time isn't great or good for your productivity. If you do something for like 7 days straight or 3 weeks straight, you might spend the next 3 weeks completely burnt out, not being able to do anything because you're very tired and very exhausted. So rest is very important. Understand that just because someone else is like doing 10 million things or seemed like they're doing 10 million things means that you have to do that as well, because like rest is cute. It's 2021, guys. We don't have to, this hustle and grind Jay-Z Twitter lifestyle doesn't have to be lived anymore. It's okay, you can rest. Okay, and my final tip, truly, honestly, we're all human. We procrastinate, we want to rest, we want to chill, we want to work sometimes, but overall, if you want to be more productive, if you want to do better, just do better. Like, we can make all the lists in the world, or we can try and type up like who we want to be in the future, or make all these goals, but it starts with what you do today. So just start with today, you know, make today a good day, and then we can focus on tomorrow. Just focus on today, make today a good day. Then tomorrow, make that a good day, and the day after that, make that a good day. Then eventually you'll form a habit where it's just filled with good days, where you're being more productive. Schedule in your rest so you know, okay, on this day I'm going to rest, on this day I'm being productive, and you don't feel overworked, overwhelmed, and overly tired, because that's not cute. And on that note, I'm wishing you guys the most amazing 2021. I hope it's more productive than any other year. I hope you rest more than any other year. I hope you feel cuter than any other year. I just hope it's a good year for everyone. If you want to see more content like this specifically, then feel free to check out my podcast at the CEO Table. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's wherever you want to listen to. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Chrissie Milan and subscribe to my channel here. If you like stuff like this, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I'll make more stuff like this. I love doing stuff like this, so let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!